So the question is, did college help me get to where I am today? There was a point in me and Gary's conversation that really just made me start to think and reflect on the hardships that I had to go through to get to this point. It was something we connected on, and it has to do with education. So here's a clip from our conversation that I want to talk about.
I believe it the most, man, but I believe in it because I got lucky. I hated school so much that I know the reverse. I know what it feels like. I'm so special with hard work and passion now. I was super not special when it wasn't the right zone, and I just genuinely think there's millions of people sitting and watching this right now that are all-time special. Painters, cooks, teachers, recording artists, painters, like businessmen and women, or corporate executives who are trying to be entrepreneurs. Corporate executives, it's about the matching. I genuinely think that every single person that we think is famous would have not been famous and great if they picked the wrong thing.
Yeah.
I just don't know if I think Beyonce would be the greatest WNBA player of all time.
Yeah.
I just don't think that Michael Jackson would have been an all-time great litigator.
Yeah, I mean,
or an all-time great litigator would have never been a great artist.
I mean, I always just say I'm so thankful and grateful that I was born in this
era
to become a YouTuber and a vlogger, because people didn't have this, before.
So the reason I was able to meet Gary Vee is because of hard work and making a name for myself, for him and his team to reach out to me. And this is what led to the opportunity of us being able to meet up and converse. Now that being said, what better way to sum up the theme of this vlog, which is a very common theme of my vlog, is hard work. Let's talk about hard work today. One thing that really stood out to me when we were chatting was the topic on how we both struggled in school and that we weren't the best students, but we were able to understand our own capabilities, what we're good at, and found success through hard work in correlation to our own respective passions, regardless of how difficult we struggled in school. So moving to the topic of education, I want to make a point to motivate and encourage you, my audience, to go as far as you can in school, but at the same time I want you to realize that if it's something you're really struggling with, it's not the end of the world, and it's something you'll be able to overcome in life. The majority of my subscribers are somewhere between 18 and 35 years old, millennials, yuppies who a lot are not entirely sure what they want to do for a living, and a lot of people and viewers reach out to me asking for advice, wondering if they should go to college and if it's really worth it. So for me to honestly answer this question, I have to pull from my unique personal experience from college and how it helped me get to the point of where I am today. Given that we all have our own special circumstances, so my response and what I'm about to say may not appeal to every single one of you specifically, but it will to some, so just try and get the big picture of it all. If you want to become a doctor or a lawyer, yes, there is somewhat of a concrete path, and there's no doubt you have to go to school and college and graduate school and do all that stuff. But if you're like most people who don't have any idea what they want to do, like me when I attended college, I didn't have a clue, then going to school is important for expanding opportunities and ultimately finding out more about what does and doesn't interest you. When I graduated high school, I went into college not knowing a thing about anything of what I enjoy doing and whatnot, completely clueless. But I did recognize my ability as an entrepreneur, and I knew that I never wanted to work for anyone else besides myself. So I studied business, and up until today, college was one of the hardest things I ever went through. It was one of the best experiences in life, but in terms of workload and pressure and all the all-nighters and stress and stuff, the education part is really tough. There were a couple classes that I failed, and it really made me question my ability to graduate. There was a point that I didn't think I had the natural capability of being able to retain information and then pass tests just based on being able to understand intricate concepts like calculus and organic chemistry and things that I knew for a fact that I would never use in the real world and in my life after college. I truly believe I have some sort of learning disability or ADD or something that hinders my ability to acquire knowledge at the rate of the average person. Because when I was in school, I would study and spend twice as much time as as my friends, doing homework and studying and on assignments, yet they would always get higher scores. I had terrible SAT scores. I just can't sit in a classroom for more than 20 minutes without feeling extreme boredom and thinking about what time the class would finish at so that I wouldn't have to be trapped in the classroom anymore, so I could just be free. I just could never sit still. Even with all the difficulties I faced, I was able to graduate college within 3.5 years. I graduated early because I took a ton of courses, and that was with a 3.2 GPA, which I think is really good in college. That's a good GPA in college, it's hard. So the question is, did college help me get to where I am today? It did, but indirectly. My brand, Will Dasovich, just my name, is a business, and I did study business and focused on marketing. So essentially I did choose the right course for what I'm doing today, kind of. But I'm gonna make a bold statement and say that anything I was taught in a classroom never helped me as an entrepreneur and doing what I'm doing today. Everything I learned was through experience in the working field. In school, you know, we didn't learn anything about social media or much about digital marketing or any of that stuff, which is what my entire business runs and thrives off of. Another thing is this was 4 years ago and times change really fast, so things just become outdated like that. Most of what I learned in how to conduct business was through my house painting business, as well as personal research and analyzations of free content online, like Gary Vee. There's so much free content online that you can learn so much about. But this is where college helped me indirectly. I was able to get an internship with a company that would sponsor my house painting business, which found me through the entrepreneurship club, and that's where I learned everything about running a business. I learned how to live on my own, manage and balance my own time, socialize and be around like-minded individuals who are also motivated to succeed. I expanded my network, which, as they say, it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. Very true. But more than anything, I was able to prove to myself that I could overcome a challenge I at some point thought was not possible, which was passing all my classes and getting a degree in only 3.5 years at a good college. I truly feared not being able to pass college. And this ties into another one of the most common themes of my vlog. Do what you fear and learn to love it. There is no other such empowering feeling than being able to do something that you thought at one point was impossible. It builds your confidence, which in turn pushes you to go out of your comfort zone and create opportunities for yourself, which gets you one step closer to finding out whatever it is that you're passionate about, what you're good at, and what will lead you to your ultimate success. All right, there's my rant. That's all. My mind just goes, and when it starts going, I just really wanted to get the point across that how you perform in school and your grades and capabilities of understanding concepts and passing tests, this doesn't define you. What you're able to achieve is limitless through hard work. Me and Gary both struggled in school, but we realized what we're good at, and then we let our passions lead us from there. My friend Bjarne, who you guys saw in the previous Gary Vee vlog, just like Casey Neistat, he didn't even make it through high school, and now he was able to build a $100 million business, which is crazy. If you're fairly new to my channel and found me or came from Gary Vee, comment and let me know. I'll leave some of my motivational, inspirational-esque type of vlogs at the end of this video, or links in the description below, that whole playlist. If you like to stay motivated and Gary Vee's content, then I think that playlist is something that could help you. To all the usual suspects and normal subbies, just leave your daily comment, whether it's a period or a comma. If you never leave comments, just comment a comma or a period. I do that to people that say, notice me sometimes, just because it's so easy. I just put in a comma. And yeah, that's all. Like this video, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. You know the joke. Oh, fan of the day. I always wanted to do a whole like fan of the day. Christian LeBlanc and other YouTubers do that. So fan of the day is Stephen Paul O'Brien, because he's an incredible writer, and through almost every single one of my vlogs, you can find him in the comments section. He'll type like a story in paragraph where he analyzes the vlog and he makes it poetic and just takes the most positive things that you can find from the vlog. It's incredible. All right, that's all. Deuces. That sounds like... The heck is this? Mexican candy? Mm-hmm. Ano to? What is this candy? Hoy, balik alindog.
Napalat mo dalawa, ha?
No. Oh, Mom, look, she spilled. Mom, she spilled.
Yung dalawa.
Welcome to Jam Rock, camp where the thugs them camp at. 2 pounder within a van back. It inna your handbag, your knapsack, it inna your backpack. The smell of your girlfriend contact some.